Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome to an exciting best of two between On-Site Gaming versus Storm Gaming. After Maru played against MaxPax and Gumiho played versus Neep, the score was all tied up in this clan war, and Solar had to play versus Haas. Now we all know Haas is a little bit of a special cookie. It's a delicious cookie, but a special cookie still. It's one of those cookies that, you know, you get a batch of cookies, and one of them just doesn't look as good. Yeah, it's a little bit messed up. The frosting of it is all wrong, but it has more frosting than the others. And the cookie might be a little bit thinner, but it is way sweeter than the others because it still has the same amount of sugar. Actually, usually with baking you have to do the right amount or it tastes like crap. All I'm saying is that Haas is a special cookie that tastes delicious. And we're already seeing that here. It's opening up with a Nexus first on the gold base, while at the same time starting with a Zealot and chronoing out an Adept as well. Solar just scratched his head. You can't make this up. Literally scratched it. I was like, this is weird. This is really quite odd. Now the first thing he's gonna do, of course, is scout that gold base, and he's gonna figure out that indeed there is a gold. Still, this is Haas we're talking about, and surely he's gonna have some type of follow-up plan. Third base gets taken here for Solar after confirming indeed that there is a gold base here. Zealot is in position to deal with any potential threats, and the recall happened, so workers moving over to that gold. Adept is out, we have the robot. This is a single gas, by the way. Full wall single gas out of Haas. Alright, I'm liking it, I'm liking it. This is going to go straight into his nowadays well-known Immortal all-in, which is with one gas, and I think it was, what, 5 gateways, pure Zealot. It's a fantastic build order, really a one-of-a-kind build order. Solar sees the full wall here. You get a cheeky little smile there. It's like, this is weird and not cool. Definitely not cool. This Ling is gonna get taken out. I've seen this build in action before, by the way. In Cham versus Haas it was. I think Haas played it twice there. Lost one game with it. Was like, yeah, that didn't work. Let me try again. Actually won with it. Ridiculous stuff. It's a standard Haas for you. Roach Warren is on the way. Now, the funny thing is because Zerg scouts kind of like an Immortal all-in and is expecting something big, they usually end up getting a Roach Warren. Well, in my mind, the single Immortal isn't actually much of a threat. So the moment you deal with the Zealots, you win the game. And thus a Baneling Nest in combination with a high queen count should be fine. 5-6 queens, Ling Bane should always be capable of dealing with that. But you have to be a very brilliant little Zerg in order to figure out that you need a Baneling Nest after scouting such a setup. So I completely understand here where Solar is coming from with that Roach Warren. He's on 37 workers right now, has scouted absolutely everything, and Haas is moving out. I think we're on, what, 7 gates? Sadly, I'm not observing this myself, so I can't just check. This is 4 Zealots, 1 Immortal. There's a lot of space available to warp in, a lot of capacity, supply space. Just a lot of supply available, I guess I could have said, but that would have been too simple, of course. Haas is struggling getting this push across the map. But once he gets to the other side of the map, oh boy, is he gonna be having a good time. Yeah, this gate is a full gateway wall. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It is. It's a trap as well. You could warp in some Zealots here to definitely deal with them links. This is a lot of Zealots here. Immortal just shooting that spine. I kind of do like that. I think attacking the spine or the roaches is always going to be your priority with this Immortal. Spine goes down, and now we're gonna see if there's going to be a bit of a Zealot split. I've seen it in the past out of Haas. It's really important that that one pylon, by the way, doesn't end up dying. I love the Adept positioning in between the gates. Should be capable of keeping everything safe. Look at this Zealot split. This is exactly what you want to be doing, because otherwise you're just gonna be chasing roaches, and right now you force Solar to attack into Zealots, which is something you never want. If Solar doesn't attack into the Zealots, Zealots will just take out the drones. Solar's going to be in a world of trouble. More Zealots being warped in here. 64 supply against 57. Queens are still alive. Roaches are quickly falling though. Drones aren't mining either. That means there's 2k mineral income here for Haas against the mere 1000 mineral income for Solar. Solar realizes what happened. Taps out. GG gets called. Haas can't believe it as he wins game number 1 against Solar. Seems to be on TeamSpeak or something. Look at that. Just pops into the Discord channel, starts talking crap. He's like, I can't believe I beat this guy. Maybe he's recording a YouTube video. Who knows? This guy is ridiculous. But map 1 taken here for Haas. And we'll be heading into game number 2. And map number 2 is going to be played here on Tropical Sacrifice. Also beautiful. Wait, what's he doing? Okay, no, it's just a standard build. Just a standard build. For a second, I was afraid it was going to be something stupid, but it wasn't. Just a standard gateway downstairs. It could just be the same build again. He has done it in the past. This exact build again and again and again and again. And for Zerg, it's actually pretty tricky to figure out exactly what you need to be doing. So we'll have to wait and see if Haas is going to be capable of doing it again. And if Zerg is, you know, figuring it out on the spot. That's really the thing against this build. You need to figure out on the spot, like, hey, what's good, you know? Like, what's going on over here? Very, very curious what will end up happening. That Nexus on the gold, though, that is something, isn't it? I love that build so much. Just the entire wave. Ooh, of course. Yeah. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. And I'm not hearing a single note right now. But the cannon rush is definitely going to happen. That is one pylon. He misplaced the first pylon? That is a pretty essential part of a cannon rush. No way. He's gonna throw down 5? Wait, what? This is the worst cannon. No! You don't cancel a hatch against this. No, that was obviously not the correct call. This is the latest cannon rush possible with 5 pylons. You finish the freaking hatch against this 100% of the time. You're gonna force the other guy to invest 500 minerals in pylons. This is free. Okay, what is the follow-up here? He's getting a cyber core. One cannon might finish, but it's not even in a position to do anything. Probe will die. No. Ooh, good movement. Good movement. Oh! Solar's getting juked on a high level. Holy crap. No, come on, don't chase it, buddy. Don't chase it. Don't want to do that. I'm not quite sure what Solar is doing, but it definitely is incorrect. He's now getting a Roach Warren. This is the slowest response to a cannon rush I've seen in my life. It's like Solar has had no mental preparation against the cannon rush, which is a bit weird because he knew in the WTL, you know, 2-3 days ahead of time that who you're playing against. So surely you go over your nodes of the cannon rush, and surely you also figure out what one build Haas has been using in the past 3 weeks, which is going to be the 1 gas Zealot Immortal. This just reeks of poor preparation. Out of Solar, honestly. I'm kind of shocked by that. He's a player that, yeah, okay, he's gonna cancel this hatchery. He's building a lot of links right now. He has 700 minerals in the back. I think this might legitimately be one of the worst responses I've seen in my entire life against the cannon rush. Like actually. The first game I could excuse, but this is horrible. This is really atrocious gameplay. He's floating 800 minerals against a 1 base all-in. Now, I'm not saying that I like Haas's play as much, but I mean, at least it's something like... Right now there's a Roach Warren, but there's no roaches. No, wait, he cancelled the Roach Warren. Is Haas just gonna play the same build, but this time with 2 gases? I mean, it is possible. There's a lot of links out already. I think this game is over no matter what happens, honestly. It is 28 workers against 19. Nexus is faster for the toss than it is for the Zerg. There's just no way. I just don't see a way in which this is going to end well for the Zerg player. Cannon and a battery. Look how confident Haas is here. He's like, you know what? I know I'm so far ahead. Not only am I going to build a battery and a cannon, but I'm going to build them in such a way that if you were to have Ravagers, you'd be capable of double piling them. That was just bad positioning, really. That's what I'm saying. Haas went for bad position, poorly positioned static defense. But he's so far ahead. Okay, he's building a Twilight +1. Wait, I thought he had a Robo as well. Yeah, he has a Robo. Twilight, he's getting +1. Is he going to play some weird charge slot Archon attack from 2 bases? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? What's it to you, buddy? Why do you care so much about what Haas is doing? I can't believe he still has his microphone out. I don't see him talk during it, though. That would have been hilarious. Just cheekily, you know? God, I'm owning him with this cannon rush. Maybe they're together on TeamSpeak or on like Discord, Solar and Haas, and they're taunting each other. Solar still floating 600 minerals and 300 gas, by the way. This actually has to be one of the worst professional holds of a cannon rush I've seen in probably my entire life. Yeah, I think my entire life, actually. This has been nothing short of terrible. Like, really, just like a Wings of Liberty level defense, you know? In Wings of Liberty, no one used their brain, and it felt like there was no brain involved in this decision-making either. Just really, really poor. Baling Nest, I'm a huge fan of. How can someone be this smart to build a Baling Nest at this point? Not figure out what's kicking off. I actually would love Baling Nest plus Roach Warren. Oh, there's a Roach Warren still. Okay, so the Roach Warren did finish. So we had a Roach Warren, never used it. Now we get a Baling Nest. I think this is 100% the correct call. Against most of Haas's builds, I think Roach Warren plus Baling Nest is actually kind of that sweet spot where you need a couple of Roaches to deal with the Archons, with the Immortals, and to force the Zealots to be together, and then Balings to deal with the inevitable mass charge slots that are coming out. Honestly, this push feels somewhat holdable at this point. This actually feels somewhat holdable. It's just pure Zealot, 7 minutes in. Now, there's going to be DTs. The question is there any detection? There might not be detection. There definitely isn't any detection. Oh no, he's just going to lose to DTs. The perfect setup, except no spores. Banelings get wasted there. There's still some Banelings that perhaps can deal with them. Don't forget, Banelings can explode on DTs. 1, 2. Come on. Explode. Poor Solar. This is painful. You know that? This is what pain looks like. This is what being in pain is. This could be a picture in a textbook of the word pain near the dictionary. See a picture of oh no, moves the spore away from the natural. And what do the DTs do? They go to the natural. Brilliant play out of Haas. Oh, loses 1 DT. Not quite as brilliant. 28 workers against 47. Haas is continuously warping in Zealots into a meat grinder, though. Something that I wouldn't quite recommend. The funny thing is that Solar has hope right now. Like, Solar's looking at this game and going to himself, well, maybe, you know, like, this feels possible, almost. Kind of, maybe. Guys? Is it? But I think the answer here is honestly no. I don't think it is quite possible. This is just a ridiculous series. This is actually a ridiculous series. You look how sad he is. I shouldn't laugh at that. But I completely emphasize with that feeling. Look at that. 51 workers for Haas, who's playing off of 2 gases. Right now he has 29 workers in his natural or something insane. He's so extremely oversaturated. It pains me. It actually pains me. He's gonna win. He's gonna win the game. Solar loses. Haas can't believe it. Pops into the Discord. What's up, boys? Got my anime poster behind me. Oh my god, there's a lot of dolls back there as well. What is that? Let's have another look at that, huh? Those are indeed a lot of dolls. As Haas wins the series 2-0. And that, my good friends, is going to be it for me today. Thanks all so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all of you next time for a new one. Thank you so much. And bye-bye.